do you normally care about where the food you eat come from?
I wouldn't say that that it's not a big factor.
No, I don't care.
Do you know where your food comes from?
I don't know. You're checking.
Where? Charlottesville High School cafeteria.
Sustainable food is food that is grown or created or made or harvested in a way that is safe for long-term maintenance, like something that can be sustained over a long time without destroying the earth.
My name is Sophie.
And I'm Ule.
And I'm Fatima.
Together we are creating a social action project in our Becoming a Global Citizen class at Charlottesville High School. In this class, we have been addressing issues in human rights and social justice around the world. We've decided to take what we've learned and bring it home to Charlottesville. During our course, we've learned that many industries, including the food industry, work under linear and unsustainable processes. We are driven by consumption and rarely stop to think about how our decisions are affecting the world around us. Just within Charlottesville High School, we are unknowingly participating in a larger power play. When talking to students at our school, we realize that most people our age don't know much about the food industry, where their food comes from, and its quality. Most students eat fast food every day without any clue of the horrible industry they are supporting by eating this mass-produced poison. We decided to dig into this problem to do anything we can to inform as many people as possible about the truth of the food industry. This short documentary will teach you about the many problems of today's food industry. We will then show you why local and sustainable food is important to our happiness, our health, and the economy.
Everything we've done in modern agriculture is to grow it faster, fatter, bigger, cheaper.
Mass-produced food is food that is produced for the endless numbers of consumers. It is in high demand, so it's required that the farmers who produce it quickly. Often they are paid only if the meats and vegetables are produced within a certain time frame.
A lot of these chickens here, they can take a few steps and then they plop down. It's because they can't keep up with all the weight that they're carrying.
Going against the laws of nature, factory chickens are grown twice as fast and are genetically engineered to grow so big that their little legs can't hold them. Crops are sprayed excessively with pesticides and hormones to keep them fresh while on their long trip to the supermarkets. Most fruits are picked when they are unripe and are then sprayed with the hormone ethylene, which causes them to fully ripen inside a truck, all while being transported across the country. To make matters worse, animals are treated horribly on factory farms, and people develop a relationship with them that suggests that animals don't deserve to be on this earth, when really they were here first.
Crowded by the thousands into filthy sheds, chickens and turkeys are denied many of their most basic natural behaviors and needs, such as fresh air and exercise.
At Free Union Grass Farm and many other local farms, all animals are grown and raised how they should be, with room to walk and grass to eat. This is a life that every animal deserves. The benefits of locally produced food includes just that. It's also beneficial to our environment. Food that has to be transported overseas and across countries requires some form of transportation, be it a car, truck, boat, or plane. These vehicles release many greenhouse gases, which in turn affect the amount of pollution in the atmosphere. So the less distance the food has to travel, the better it is for our environment. Compared to the chickens in factory farms who are raised in long, dark, tightly packed tunnels, these chickens at the local farm are raised in a big, grassy area with lots of room to roam and fresh sunlight. When we buy food in the grocery store, we're participating in a worldwide vote on non-local and non-organic or local and organic. The food industry responds to what the consumers want.
in college, I sort of started questioning why you could buy tomatoes in January at the grocery store. And they were called tomatoes, but they weren't the same thing that you pick out of your garden in summer. And so that sort of planted the seed for learning to eat seasonably and, sort of locally, because I wanted to eat what was in season when it was in season where I lived, and not, not buy strawberries in January because they're gross. And I have gotten to know a lot of farmers because I want to ask them, like, how do you grow this?
In a recent interview with Miss Simmons, the cafeteria manager at Charlottesville High School, we addressed the topic of local food and healthy food in the school system. While most products come from the food supplier called Cisco, Miss Simmons does order locally grown fruits to serve as sides. When asked her opinion on serving more locally produced food, Miss Simmons mentioned that it would probably be a waste. Most students do not choose the healthier food because they prefer the fast food style. To take time to prepare raw meat before the lunch period would also consume too much time. With the $2,800 per week budget that the cafeteria has, buying local meat and vegetables that students do not eat would be a waste of money. How can we change the minds of 1,300 students?
Joe Salatin once said, "You, as a food buyer, have the distinct privilege of proactively participating in shaping the world your children will inherit."
I guess sustainability means that it's not only healthy for the animals that are being killed and healthy for the environment, but well, I guess those are the two most important factors to me about where my food comes from.
It all starts with you. You have the power to make your own personal decision. The local food movement is already in motion. You just have to jump on.
Food is raised in a garden. It's usually water on it and washed, and you eat it.
I make it a priority to get things that are locally grown. I like things that come from my local economy. Also, then second choice then is all things that are also organically grown. I try to look for things that are not using a lot of pesticides or weird products. And yeah, that is important.
It's your job to make the right decision. Next time you're craving a chicken McNugget, think about where that food comes from, how the animal was treated, and if you're okay with the hard facts.
Together we can influence the world.
The local food movement is already on.
Yes. It is your job to make the right decision. Next time you are craving a McNugget.
In shaping the world of your children. Proactively participate. Damn it.
Okay. It is your job to make the right decision. I can't do it.